and you are going to give people tips how to create design system portfolios, because there's pretty much no content out there, right? Like it's really
I
hard to
haven't found
find.
any. Yeah.
It's really hard to find any resources, any examples. So can you briefly give us some tips how a good design system portfolio should look like? Should there be a case study or something else?
I think it should always start from the case study. So you can actually land a job with just a case study if it is good. You don't need a fancy UI kit. You don't need a fancy product that you've built from scratch. It all starts from a component. And I think if you can articulate your design decisions properly and showcase your skills with just that one component and dive deep into how you are building it, how you're thinking about it, what you learned, what you took away from it. If you are documenting those steps, you'll have a fully fleshed component case study that you can show. And you can use that to actually apply for jobs. You don't need a fancy website with all these multiple links. You don't need 100 different projects. So I think always start from your case study and really dive deep into your skills. Also, if you've worked on a component before and you have skills that you know how to do, for an example, using tokens, but you didn't have the opportunity to implement the tokens or theming into the company or project that you're working for, definitely add those skills in. You don't have to always rely on things that you've had experience on, but show what you know and what you can do. This is definitely an approach that I took. I've never worked on tokens before, but I was like, hey, I know how to use tokens. I know the basics. I can implement them. Give me a chance. And I showed it through my work. And this was definitely something that was needed. And if I left that out, I probably maybe wouldn't have gotten the job. I don't know. Maybe there would have been someone else. But definitely start from that. Always, another tip is always to consider the different stakeholders that will be looking at your case studies. So it's a recruiter who doesn't know anything about design. It's designers who you'll be working with, and it's hiring managers that are interested in metrics and how you're actually making impact in the company. So if you can cater for these three different personas, you can definitely make a really strong case study.
Wow, that's really cool. So it is important to know about design tokens, documentation, accessibility, tracking the design system, and probably the ROI of a design system, or to communicate to stakeholders that the design system has impact.
Definitely. I think it also depends on that component. Like if I'm just using a component as an example.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are building one component, to include that accessibility, how you're going to document it, who you're working with, it's always important to add in the people that you worked with. Where did you cross over? What were the failures of that? What did you learn? There's a lot of different things that also impact the decision of if someone's going to hire you, and that's like micro interactions. If you understand the craft and quality of a product, of something that you are designing, if you are understanding and implementing the tokens and have a systematic approach, always like showing this through videos or GIFs or something always makes a big impact as well.
Nice. Thank you so much. I cannot wait for your session at the Into Design Systems conference. It's called Design System Portfolio Tips and Tricks. So we will get more tips from you. We'll get a template from you. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much, Justine, for joining us and giving us so many tips today.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity and also inviting me. It's very nice to chat to you.
Very welcome. See you at the conference.
Thanks. See you there.